I got inspired writing this song, or even how the whole title and idea popped up in my head, because of the fact that in some interviews people were always asked like, how does a woman maneuver, and it's almost like I'm a special type of breed to be able to do what I'm doing in the industry. So this was the inspiration, is how I noticed that my industry and my surroundings are looking at women. It's like it's not going to be easy for you to make it. I noticed this has become people their belief system. So this inspired me to write something powerful.
I'm actually a fan of Samora's music. I met her at a festival and I saw her show. She has so much energy, amazing performer. Yeah, I was really honored when she asked me to do the combination with her. I like the rhythm and I like the content of the song. I think it's a super combination. I think it's super dope. I think you guys will love it.
The message that I want to share with the people, it's definitely about self-esteem. It's about self-awareness and about knowing that you yourself as a woman, you have so many qualities that the world wants to see. All of us, we are so super unique, and often we tend to hide this away due to how the people around us or how our area around us want us to behave. So, with this said, it is for me a message for women and men to feel a little bit more self esteem in order to walk in your own truth. You know, feel confident about who you are. I'm a woman.
I think the song is important because we should never stop fighting for women's rights. It's very important. And we use the music to manifest our message. Uh, in 2025, it's still so many women that are being oppressed. So it's more than a duty to stand up for our rights.
The song talks about strength, health, and self esteem, especially the point where I said, I know how it feels to be broken. So I rather speak up than stay unspoken, you know, because my story can be an inspiration to someone else that is going through the same thing.
International Women's Day is a day to honor all the women all over the world who contribute to society, whether it's mothers, doctors, scientists, artists, etc. It's a day of recognition.
Normally, I would give a very long speech, definitely about how important it is and, you know, everything on top of it. But today, I'm going to say that the most important thing for me is today on International Women's Day is to celebrate this day for myself and celebrate it with women around me. My song Women is coming out on Women's Day. So it is a beautiful moment for me to contribute into International Women's Day. So I'm celebrating and I feel like I'm contributing into it. And that is, these are my thoughts at the moment about Women's Day. I remember starting to write the song with everything that I've been through recently, also becoming a mother. Let me say, 2 years ago, I became a mother. And I got reminded by some other artists that also became mothers and that are also touring and that are just going through the same thing I'm going through. So while I was writing this song, the first person that came into my head was definitely Tamika, knowing like, indeed, I see you touring like me, you know, but just like me, lots of people almost don't know that we have a kid and we have managed to manage our personal life and private life and being a mother at the same time. So I felt, for me, I felt like out of, you know, all the women that I know around me, I felt more connected to approach her to go do this song together. So this is how the writing process started. I started, then I sent the song to Tamika, and Tamika then started writing her version. And this is how the process started.
Women who have inspired me throughout my life or my career, I would say my greatest inspiration would be my mother. Yeah, she was the best. And musically, from Billie Holiday to Whitney Houston, Lauren Hill, Erica Badu, Marcia Griffiths, Tanya Stevens, Sade. The list could go on and on. I think we don't have enough time. But I'm just a fan of honest music and music that speaks to the heart and from the heart.
I will say lots of women inspired me, especially the women I grew up with. I will start with my sister. I love how creative she is, but definitely on a whole different spectrum. And then my mom. My mom is really a nerd. I mean, she's still studying. She keeps studying because she knows she has the brain for it, right? So that is also something that really inspires me to see like she found her mojo and a drive and it's working. My grandma, I loved how unapologetic my grandma would be with her food, eat when she wants, whenever she wants. I know that she would really enjoy food, and I've also learned cooking from a grandma. Yes, but also people that are busy with art. I mean, one of the names I can call Grace Jones, unapologetic, strong, bold. There are too many women I would have to call, but I just let's say for now, those that I grew up with. My mom, my sister, my grandma. Those three were constantly around me, so definitely inspiration because I was always wild and a rebel and never listened a lot. I've learned from lots of my mistakes by just looking at them and learning from them. So, yes.
Advice that I would give to a young girl today would be to follow her inner voice, to stay curious, be kind to herself. I would tell her that it's okay to make mistakes because sometimes they're the best way to grow and to learn. I also try to encourage my daughter to speak up and stand up for herself, and yeah, let her voice be heard.
This year, focus a little bit more on appreciating yourself because we are all built differently. Someone have wide shoulders, small hips, big hips, small breasts. It is all different, and it is so beautiful. And I noticed that we need to compare less, look at less what others have, and look at more as what we as a woman have, and as what we as a woman, what we are contributing with your beauty, with your presence, with your personality, with who you are. The you is enough to inspire people around you. You don't have to look at someone else and try to be that. It's super exhausting. So that is definitely the message I want to give. Like, focus a little bit more on contributing in looking at yourself, loving yourself, and appreciating the things that you have, even the stuff you don't like about yourself. It's unique. That is my message. I mean, I feel proud to be a woman. I love to be a woman. I love my body. I love my hair. I love everything about it. For me to be a woman is just for me to be a walking force. Just a walking force to deal with. A walking force of energy to deal with. It is unapologetically. It is full of emotions. It goes up, it goes down, and it's just beautiful. And and that is how I would describe or answer this question the best way.
For me personally, the message for female rights, justice, and equality should never be outdated. I'm a woman. My powers run deeper than oceans. I said it.